Hello, everybody. How's it going? Dr. Christine here. Welcome into the broadcast. I'm doing a quadcast again. So go ahead and ask some questions because I'm going to do a little Q&A version of this, and off we go. So today, I just want you to know that if you want to pick up my free book right here, you could go to christinesfreebook.com to have that in your little beautiful hands and in your little beautiful mitts. And that book is just a great refresher of my masterclass that you could check out on my podcast. And if you'd like to get a free call with a member of my team to learn a little bit about what's going on with you, then you would simply just go to this link right here, bit.ly/gut call. So today, though, I want to talk to you about, if you just remember this one simple thing, especially in times of pandemics, if you remember this one simple thing, it is a timeless healing principle that will never go away, no matter what Frank and Fauci and others want you to believe, then you can rest assured that you are doing what is good for your body versus polluting it, okay? So what I want to talk to you about is homeostasis, because this is the conversation that we should always be having when it comes to human health, but it's a conversation that you never see on the media. And the reason for that is it's a bought infomercial, right? Just be thinking about all network news. It doesn't matter which side you're on, left or right. It's all purchased. Okay, it's media that is purchased. It's a big giant infomercial, much by big pharma. And just look at the commercials, right? They fund that kind of stuff. So the messaging is going to be on point with that. Reminding you, I had drug ads in my textbooks back in the 90s. Okay, so this is a well-established monopoly. There's nobody more wealthy than big pharmaceuticals. It's even bigger than big agriculture, big oil, all of that. So you have to understand the messaging that you are seeing on TV is not necessarily sincere. In fact, oftentimes it is not. So what do you do in that kind of situation? Well, you do your own research, but also you just recognize that when we're talking about human health and we look at homeostasis, you will never be led astray. Okay. So all I want to do is just get you to see this. If this is homeostasis, right? If we're right on normal, if we're right on this line, pretend that that's where body balance is. And by the way, homeostasis is your body's natural healing rhythm. Thank you for being here, podcast listeners, and for people on the replay. Appreciate you. That's what homeostasis is. It's your body's natural healing rhythm. So this is your body constantly checking for what's going on with your respiratory rate, what's going on with blood pressure, what's going on with your pulse, what's going on with pulse oxygen, all right, or blood oxygen, what's going on with your pulse pressure, which is the separation from the systolic and diastolic. So just talking about that really quickly, because this is an interesting thing people don't know. But let's just say your blood pressure is 120/80. The difference of those two numbers is 40, which is good. Okay, the difference between these two is 40. If let's say I had 160/100, well, now the difference there is 60. Do you see what I'm saying? So you never want this difference. This is called pulse pressure. You never want this to be oops, let me move that. You never want this to be greater than 60. You never want this to be greater than 60. Why? Because as your blood is exiting your heart, you've got that aortic arch, okay? And that blood is slamming up against that aortic arch. And that's a lot of pressure onto that muscle wall of that artery, okay? And that's going to wear out over time, like you would imagine anything. So you want pulse pressure to be less than 60. Let's just say somebody has pulse pressure that's 180/100. Okay, now that separation is 80, right? This is a stroke waiting to happen. So I just wanted you to know that this is an important measurement when you're taking your blood pressure. You should always do it bilaterally, left and right. But you should also understand that the separation between the top number and the bottom number, systolic, diastolic, should not be greater than 60. If it is, that's problematic. So I just wanted to share with you that little thing, because that's also a homeostatic function, is what's going on with pulse pressure. So your body is constantly patrolling, it's constantly analyzing, and the main systems that are doing this, by the way, that are helping you stay in homeostasis, there are three main systems here. There's your autonomic nervous system, which is your sympathetic and your parasympathetic part of your nervous system. There is your endocrine system. I'm going to actually say that there are four systems. I'm going to revise this. There's your endocrine system, which is your hormone system. And then we have our enteric system, which is in the gut, right? And so this is why digestion is so critical to your health. If you're not focusing on digestion, if you're not focusing on diet, digestion, bowel movements, if you're not concentrating on those things, even how often you urinate, what the color of your urine looks like, these are all little micro measurements or metrics of how well you're doing on a homeostatic basis. So the enteric is your gut, right? Your mind-body connection. Your gut has its own brain, okay? And it does its own work without even asking permission to the brain. And then the fourth system that has a lot to do with what's going on with homeostasis that you'll never see in a textbook, well, hopefully that changes, but up until this point, we've not. And so that would be your ECS, which is your endocannabinoid system. Your endocannabinoid system. And so what this means is we've got trillions and trillions of cells. We have over 37 trillion cells. And did you know that every single cell has 34 receptor sites for cannabis on it? Did you know that? Every single cell has over 34 is what they've measured for now, 34, and I bet there's going to be more, 34 receptor sites for CBD. Did you know that? Probably not, because the government doesn't want you to know that, because the true fact is that cannabis, whether it's from hemp or marijuana, has tremendous healing benefit. I'm focusing on the hemp cannabis with my education here, because that's what I am really into, and that's what I absolutely love. So these are the four systems that help bring your body into homeostatic function. So your autonomic nervous system, which runs on your nervous system, okay? So you have your parasympathetic and your sympathetic. You've got your hormone system, you've got your enteric nervous system, okay, which is in your gut, and you also have your endocannabinoid system. So these four systems are directly helping with what's going on with your body's ability to heal. How's it going, Carla? Thanks for being here. If you guys have any questions or anything, drop them on into the chat right now, and I'll come back around. And so what I want to talk to you about now is, at the top of this program, I said to you, if you just remember this one thing, when it comes to human health, you'll never be led astray. You can make your own critical thinking decisions in a snap when you really just honor what I'm saying here. Understand this: when your body is under stress, okay? When your body is under stress, and if I'm saying that this is normal, if I'm saying this midline is normal, if I'm under stress, I'm either going too far over here or I'm going too far over here. So let's just say maybe this is going too much or too fast, and over here might be going too slow. Either way, you want to be right on top of this line, okay? Health is right here on this midline. So anything too far over there is not healthy. Anything too far over there is not healthy. So you must ask yourself then, if I'm going to have this normal line, if this is where health is, if this is the sweet spot, what things am I doing that are bringing me over here or bringing me over here? And on the flip side, you should be asking yourself, what things am I doing that are creating health and bringing me back toward the midline? Because this is where normal is. So you might be like, okay, I think I know where you're going with this, Dr. Christine, but I'm still a little confused. All right, let's talk about it. Let's say that over here, you're having diarrhea. And over here, you have constipation. Okay? So over here, things are going too slow, meaning bowel movements. And over here, they're going too fast in this example. If you look at the medical model, the only way that they're going to want to handle that is they're going to want to give you more RX. Okay? That's what they're going to want to do. Over here, they're going to want to give you things like Asacol, Lomotil, Imodium, and so on. Right? Probably not the best color to be using here. They're going to want to give you drugs. Same thing over here. Over here, they're going to give you Linzess. All right? They're going to want to give you Linzess or other laxatives and so on. None of those things that the prescription medications none of the prescription medicines you are taking, nothing that the doctor is giving you is ever addressing this. In other words, when you take Asacol, or when you take Remicade, or when you take Humira or Entyvio, all of these biologics, or any drug at all, they're all bringing you even further away from balance, because that Asacol, that Linzess, on the other side, the constipation drug, the Remicade, all of these drugs are going to create more stress in your body, and they are now going to disrupt homeostasis even further, because only nutrition normalizes function. You hear me say that ad nauseum. That's from my mentor, Dr. Loomis. Only nutrition normalizes function. So I had just the other day, somebody was asking me, well, if that's so, then what does that have to do with my heart? Everything, because your heart runs on sodium and potassium and magnesium. Those are foods. Those are alkaline minerals, hence foods, right? That our body needs. So remember, only nutrition normalizes function. It's so simple. So ask yourself, is a mystery syrup normalizing function? Impossible. It's not a food. Ask yourself, is omeprazole normalizing function? Impossible. It's not nutritional in origin. Okay. Ask yourself, is Entyvio normalizing function? Impossible. It's not a food. So you have to really always just be embracing whatever activity you are doing. Are you bringing yourself closer to this thing right here? And one of the main ways that I want to connect with you today about is, if you want to be working on those 34 receptors that I was telling you down here, right? Your body has 34 receptor sites for cannabis, for CBD. Then you should be taking something like this. This is something I sell. I'm a distributor for this product. I absolutely love it. It's called Swish. And I just want to direct your attention to this website I can send you to. It's getsealy.com. Okay, getsealy.com. And what you could do is, if you go VIP, which is what you see on my screen right here, if you get any one of these top 5 images, if you go to getsealy.com, then go to shop, and then pick up either this one, or the bottom 2, and because you're going to get a free spray when you go on auto ship. And so these are CBD sprays that are targeted for pain, focus, sleep, weight loss, energy. All right. But the main thing I wanted to explain to you is this main product right here. Let me just do this. This main product right here, I take this and it helps me sleep. So all you're doing is you're drinking 1 teaspoon in the morning, and it helps me sleep at night. So that is me working on taking something, because only nutrition normalizes function. Obviously, you know that I have my own formulations. This is not my formulation, but I don't need to make my own formulation because I found one that is tremendous. And so this is going to help me achieve homeostatic function, because that's working on what's going on with my receptor sites, right? So pick up some CBD, get one that is properly absorbed, right? Which is what this product has. You get 99% absorption. You get 99% absorption within 1 minute. Okay, so it's $72.50 if you go on auto ship. Plus, you get a free spray of your choice. You can cancel anytime. And to make it easier for you, if you don't want to deal with this website, just call our office. Right down at the bottom there of the screen, you see 586-685-2222. Patty and Sue are here right now. Let's get your order. Get this stuff this week. All right. Start working on things that are going to balance homeostatic function. And if you're watching and you're not taking a CBD, you need to be, because you are not allowing your endocannabinoid system to get really back to normal, because hemp has been vilified for years. Only since 2018 do we really have our plant back, because the government blocked people from using it, growing it, eating it. Hemp seeds you can only get from Canada, right? I mean, America and Canada, we have a lot of things going wrong, but at least Canada was allowed to still grow hemp. Silliness. It's absolutely silliness. So I want you to think of this. This is the final thing I'll say. Hemp cannabis is not going to get you high, but that's what people think, because of the indoctrination that has been decades long makes you think that way. It's literally no different than eating a strawberry. Okay. You are not going to get any THC from this product. In fact, there is 0. It's organic from the UK, and it's absolutely free of THC. Even if it had 0.3% THC, still would not fail you on a drug test. Okay. So people need to stop being afraid of CBD, because we're not talking about the hallucinogenic, which is called THC, tetrahydrocannabinol, which is a compound found more so in the marijuana version. All right. So really quickly on that, I just want to say this because this is important because so many people need to get educated about this. If I have cannabis, that's the genus. Over here, I have hemp. And over here, I have marijuana. They're very similar, but very different. So what's happening over here is you have a boatload of CBD, which is the non-psychotropic. Okay. In fact, there is 0.0% THC in the product I'm talking to you about, which is right here. So if you'd like to get some, work on homeostatic function, call our office or go to getsealy.com. And so let me just show you that too. Go to getsealy.com. That's my link. Go to shop and then off you go. Now, aside from that, let's say that you're already hooked up with Swish. Nice. Great job. You need to be making sure that you're paying attention to what's going on with these other systems. All right. So for example, with the digestive system, with the gut brain, making sure that you're taking a food enzyme, much like my formula, Smart Carb. Okay, which you can get at omegadigestion.com. But this is what I wanted to end with, is just letting you know that it's not complex. What makes it complex is when you watch the TV and you think that your body is ignorant. This is the thing that is the most maddening of all for me, is how many people out there think that a man-made, lab-created poison is actually healthy for you. Listen, you do what you want to do. I'm all about freedom, okay? But what I am not for is for people being misinformed and actually being told that people like me are the ones misinforming you. It is like absolute ridiculousness. And if you're already tuned into me this long, I'm pretty sure you already know where I stand. Hence, you've resonated with me. But make no mistake, when you're looking at human health, what is it? What action are you taking? Is it bringing you closer here? Okay, like I was saying, what's going to bring me closer to normal over here is taking something like CBD, taking something like a food enzyme, making sure that I'm drinking more water. Okay, these are examples of how we're getting back toward normal. So in every single action that you are taking, are you getting closer to homeostasis? That's how you should be looking at everything. That's how you should be looking at everything. And so it's kind of like that sweet spot. Like if you exercise, that's absolutely brilliant, but you don't want to be doing marathons every day, right? That's like a rare situation. But that would be an example of taking yourself away from homeostasis, is doing too much of a good thing even. You could die from drinking too much water, right? So you have to make sure that you're understanding the metrics there. I hope that helps. Let me just go ahead and see if I have any questions here. Jill says, as a nurse, I see this every day and it's sad. I bet. Hi, Johnny. Hi from San Diego. Carol says, there's no health in any mystery syrup. Absolutely right. Thank you for the heart in the plant emoji. Cindy Lou says, fantastic to see you. Love your products. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Carla says, best product available of all medication, off all medications she was a GI nurse previously. The solution from the doctor typically creates more suffering. This is why CBD. Absolutely. We've got some nurses on the program today. They see, right? They are the best observers in a hospital, our nurses. They see what's up. Okay. I have paramedics reaching out to me that I don't even know, that follow my page. And they say, we are only hauling in people who've had the mystery syrup. I mean, these are just things for you to be aware of. Do what you want, but nothing should be forced upon the populace, especially nothing should be forced upon the populace that is omitting this, right? Even though I love my own formulations, it should never be forced. It's just, this is the craziness of our times. In fact, I've said this before, there would be more of an uproar if Americans were forced to walk 5 minutes a day. You would have more people going crazy and like taking their stuff off of Spotify if they were told they had to walk for 5 minutes every day, even though that's good for you. Do you see what I'm saying? This is the hypocrisy that is abundant out there. And all you need to do to quiet all the noise is just come back to Dr. Christine's little video right here and look further at other things I put out there on my podcast and so on. And ask yourself, is what I am doing, is it putting me closer to homeostasis? Okay, is it putting me closer to homeostasis, or is it taking me away? Am I going this way, or am I going this way toward normal? It is that simple. Remember, only nutrition normalizes function. Your food when properly digested and when eating enough of the proper macros, is what turns into your body. If you are negligent on eating the proper amounts of fat, carb, protein, usually it's protein for the ladies, this is a deficit that you must take care of, okay? You must make sure that you're eating properly. You must make sure that you're digesting what you are eating properly. You must make sure you're taking in enough water. You must make sure that you are paying attention with your critical thinking brain and looking at what's out in front of you. And like, that doesn't make sense. I'll end with this. Somebody showed a meme or a graphic that said, it's raining outside, someone says to them, and then somebody else says, no, it's not raining outside. Your job is to go look out the window for yourself and actually see, is it really raining outside? Don't believe me. Don't believe anybody else. Look with your own eyes what you are seeing. Okay, that's another way to say it. So I really appreciate you guys being here. Again, if you're interested in this product, get it today. When you buy this on auto ship, you get a spray of your choice for free. You just go to getsealy.com, click on shop, and you can pick whatever box there. Or we're here in the office right now. If you wanted to give us a call, you could definitely do that. There's the link right there. And if you wanted to give us a call, Patty and Sue are here. They can help you out because some people they don't like to get on tech, and I totally get it. All right, that's it for now. Love yourself healthy. Look with your own eyes what's really going on. Pay attention to how you're nourishing your body, and you'll never go wrong. Only nutrition normalizes function. All right, guys, love you. See you next time.